If you like my dad's videos, please subscribe to QA Insights channel.
Thank you everyone for joining this week's Clubhouse. So this week we are going to talk about performance testing certifications. So before we jump into this week discussion, this week sponsor is Redline 13. If you want to run a scalable load test using the JMeter, you can spin up your own infrastructure using Redline 13, and then you can scale your load test. So please check it out, redline13.com. And last 2 weeks ago, I gave a presentation in the Load Test World conference. So those recordings are available in the loadtestworld.com. So you can check it out. There are a lot of good presentations about performance, JMeter, tools, etc. available. So you can check it out in the loadtestworld.com. And also a couple of weeks ago, I became a AWS community builder. So as a part of the AWS community builder program, I got a few AWS credits. So in next couple of weeks, I'm going to schedule sessions around AWS, and also I will be giving you the free AWS credits, $25 worth of credits for free on first come first serve basis. So please watch out my LinkedIn posts for more details. So we are going to discuss about how you can run tests on AWS, and what service you can leverage to scale your test, and how you can use the distributed load testing framework on AWS. So those things we are going to discuss in upcoming sessions, and also of course with the free AWS credits. So please watch out my LinkedIn posts for more updates. And now let us get started with this week's topic, performance testing certifications. So this discussion is not around whether certification is really mandatory, or because everybody has their own opinion whether they want to go with the certifications or not. So this discussion is not about whether you want certifications or whether you mandate the certifications, etc. So this discussion is going to focus only on various certifications available in the industry, and which one you can choose to upskill yourself. So that is the objective of this particular session. So it is not about debate around whether you want it or you need it. So it's nothing about that. So I'm just giving you whatever things I have collected from so many years. So I'm going to present those details to you guys. So you can decide which one you want to go for, or which one you want to focus in your career. Okay. So this discussion, I need a couple of folks to speak up first, because I'm not going to talk only myself around. So please raise your hand so that I can admit to the stage. You can introduce yourself, and then you can just tell what certifications you have completed in the past, what certifications you are preparing now, or what certifications you are going to achieve in future. So if you share those details, it will be a good start for us to get some background. So anybody interested to share their inputs, please raise your hand so that I can admit to the stage. So we have a couple of folks raised the hands. I'm just admitting them. So I would expect everybody speak up, please, because if I am speaking alone whole duration, that will not be good. So I want some kind of a discussion environment around here. Hi, Aman. Thanks for joining.
Hi, Naveen. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Thanks for joining. How are you?
No problem. So I'm doing fine. Thanks.
Cool. Thanks for joining. Yes.
So, Naveen, basically, I have done the certifications across LoadRunner 9.5. Okay. It was pretty old, and I think it's not expired also. LoadRunner NeoLoad certified professional for from Neocortex.
Cool.
Scrum Master, the Splunk basic certification, and currently I'm preparing for AWS Solution Architect certification, because it's been a while. Like I'm working on AWS, but there are a lot of services which I'm not aware of. So that actually hinders my performance in day-to-day life. So I'm preparing for that. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a lot of certifications. Aman, thank you for sharing it.
I mean, I just have a few questions around this, Naveen. Maybe I will
Yeah,
ask
sure.
later.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So those who joined new, please raise your hand and share your certification journey so that it will be benefit for everybody. Anybody in? I'm just admitting a couple of folks here again. Hey Ajay, thanks for joining us.
Hi, Nan. Am I audible?
Yes. Yeah. It's very loud
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, 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 Nan. Actually, I haven't done any paid certifications, but as of JMeter, I have done the BlazeMeter certifications, like the intro certificate I have done, and I'm planning to do the BlazeMeter Pro certificate for JMeter. So these are
Okay.
the two which I have done recently.
Got it. Okay. Cool. So any other apart from performance testing related certification, any other thing you have achieved like a Scrum or
Actually,
Splunk in AWS, something like that?
Uh, no. I mean, actually, in HackerRank, I completed some of the courses like JavaScript and Python. So, other than that, no certifications. No.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Thank you, Ajay, for sharing
Mm,
your experience. Okay.
yeah. Thanks.
Anybody from the audience, if you want to speak up, please raise your hand and share your certification journey, please. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Let us get started. So in my GitHub repository, if you are following me in GitHub, I have a repository for the performance testing certifications where I have listed all the industry standard, not industry standard actually, I mean frequently used tools, solutions and their certifications. So starting from, as you know, as a performance engineer, we always started our journey with the LoadRunner, most of us, and the JMeter. So when it comes to LoadRunner, they have multiple certifications, and unfortunately, it is not free. So you have to pay for the certification. And paying, and if you want to register for certification, it's kind of a very long process. So I'm not sure how many of you get certified recently. But they made the process like it's very stringent process. So you need to plan at least 1 week before if you want to do if you want to give some attempt. You have to plan at least 1 week ahead, and there are a lot of communications should back and forth with the certification team. So that's the process is very stringent, and I think I'm not sure how many dollars it is. Again, $150 or $200, and you get some 40 questions, and mostly it is kind of an open book. So that's the good thing in LoadRunner, and you can get certified with the LoadRunner, and then you will get the certificate immediately. But only thing is $200, and if you see the topics again, it is very broad topics. So even if you are experienced engineer with 10 years of experience, in first attempt you may not be able to clear that certification. So that's the drawback. And in the past, I have interacted with the LoadRunner team who has created that particular training and certification structure. And then they told they are going to revamp the whole thing again. And from past 1 year, I've been waiting, but no updates from them. But I hope for next year, there will be some lot of changes in the LoadRunner certification. So that's the update I have with respect to LoadRunner. And if you want to start preparing for LoadRunner, mainly documentation is very important. You have to go through all the topics, whatever there in the help documentation. You have to just read it like a novel. At least not the functions. At least you have to go through all the other steps, like what is controller, what is analysis, what is true client, network visualization, view gen, data parameterization, and then so those things you have to touch base. It's a must actually. And functions, again, there are a lot of functions available, so it is not possible to go through all the functions in LoadRunner. Really, it is not possible. And also, if you want to focus on protocol, you need to focus on HTTP, that is must, and a true client. And sometimes I got some questions from Oracle protocol as well. So those things you have to concentrate if you are planning for LoadRunner. But first attempt, if you are clear, yeah, it's well and good. But most of the people I have seen, they don't pass it in the first attempt. So I passed in first attempt, but even for me also it was very tough. I think I cracked on the borderline, not the borderline, just a couple of questions from the borderline. So it is kind of a tough certification. So if you want to give a LoadRunner, so please keep this in mind. And it will not expire, I guess. I think the newer version, it will not expire. I'm not sure about the older version of LoadRunner, but the newer version, it doesn't expire. So that's the points about LoadRunner certifications. So if you have any questions, you can ask me on LoadRunner. Okay, and Micro Focus also gives, there is an option to appear for Silk Performer. I'm not sure how many of you work on Silk Performer. Again, if you want to get certified in Silk Performer, you can go with the Silk Performer tool as well. So you may ask, okay, is it the certification really required? So yes and no, my answer would be, because when I was working in the initial stage, there was some requirement from the client side where they expect the certification. So if you certified in LoadRunner, then there are a lot of chance you can easily get into that project. And if you're not certified, then they will look for the number of years of experience. So it depends on your whatever the client you are going to work. So if the client is mandate the certification, then you need to get the certification. Otherwise, you need to just learn by yourself and get experienced by working with the various projects. Okay. So if you have any questions on LoadRunner certification, you can raise your hand. I can admit to the stage.
Naveen, I have a question. Not
yes.
Actually.
Yes, sure.
We do have a certification for Performance Center also, right? If I'm not wrong.
Performance Center, I have not seen any certification on that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's only for LoadRunner. I think they have multiple levels in LoadRunner now, the recent certification actually. But for Performance Center, I have not seen anything for PC.
Okay.
But you can check it out in the Micro Focus training site. Double check.
Sure. I will let you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, next thing in the performance testing, in the performance engineering field, again, after LoadRunner, people always look for JMeter, right? So JMeter, as you know, it is an open source community. It's a community-driven tool. So there is no standard certification for JMeter. So Apache Foundation doesn't run any certification program. But instead, you can look for BlazeMeter. So BlazeMeter is a free certification. Again, they have two flavors, I think Basic and Pro. Again, if you go through the BlazeMeter University, you can just go through their training material and you can easily clear the questions. So it is very, very easy. You have to just spend 4 to 5 hours. If you already have experience in JMeter, you can easily clear both the certifications. So again, you can reattempt as many times you want by contacting the support, and you can easily get the certifications from BlazeMeter University. So their content also, it is good because I have gone through recently. It is not very basic. It is not very advanced. They balance the flavors for the both basic and pro. And if you want to pay for the JMeter certifications, again, there is a institution called vSkills. So vSkills, again, it's based on India. So they have the JMeter tester program where you have to pay 3,500 rupees. So if you pay and register, you can attempt for the certification for JMeter with 50 questions, 1 hour, and then you can get the certification with the lifetime validity. So, but I'm not sure about the quality of the questions or content of whether they have training or not. So you need to check it out in the vSkills. Again, these two certifications are not like industry standard certifications. So it's their own affiliated to their own company. Okay, if you want to get certified, yes, free option is BlazeMeter. Paid option is vSkills. So any questions on these JMeter? So if you want to prepare for JMeter, again, working knowledge is mandatory, and you need to just see what type of samplers they have, and how timers works, how you can record, how to plot graphs, analysis. So those things you have to touch base all the aspects of JMeter and JMeter plugins and integrations. So you have to focus on each and every layer in JMeter. But BlazeMeter is a good one compared to vSkills from my experience, because BlazeMeter also it's free mainly, and they have the training program, and also they have some gamification. So based on number of training you attend, you get some points. So you can just check it out in the BlazeMeter University. Okay. So again, next certification I want to talk about is NeoLoad. NeoLoad. So NeoTest, as you know, it got acquired by Tricentis. So the program, I'm not sure whether the program is undergoing any changes or not. But last time I talked with one of the senior folks in Tricentis. They are going to change some of the certification program. But if you want to attend, this is the best chance where you can follow the current process. So current process is kind of easy to get. New process, I'm not sure how they are going to change the new one. But if you want to get certified in NeoLoad, now is the best time. So again, NeoLoad, they have two flavors, which is free one, and they have a paid one. So paid one means it is not like we cannot register as an individual. You cannot go and register because it comes it's a corporate version actually. So your company has to approach the NeoLoad team, and then they will schedule some training. Then they conduct some exam. Okay, so that is the advanced professional version, but the basic version is free. So you can just go to the Tricentis or NeoTest website. You can register, and then you can attend your give the certification. But the NeoLoad is very, very tough from my experience. So I've been working in NeoLoad from past 2 to 3 years. But first attempt I was able to clear, but it was very tough. So because again, the topics are very broad. It's a NeoLoad, right? But within NeoLoad, there are a lot of topics. Again, within the topic, there is a lot of advanced, intermediate, basic versions. So again, they touch everything. Okay, so you need to again go through the documentation. You have to see the user interface. You have to understand how the flow works, how analysis works, what is the network. Even they will ask about the specifications, right? What server you can run, what is the speed of this particular option. So they go deep. LoadRunner, I would say, when compared to LoadRunner, NeoTest is very tough, and it will take more time to submit your certificate because there are a lot of questions, and the options also, like, it's very confusing. You cannot easily eliminate the option. So in some of the certificates I have seen, you can easily eliminate, because by seeing the options itself, you can okay, this is not the right answer. You can easily guess it at least if you do not know the answer. But in case of NeoLoad, everything will be confusing. You cannot easily eliminate the options. So I have seen many people who pinged me in LinkedIn or Facebook, right? They will ask me, give me the dumps. But I don't have any dumps. I cannot help them to clear because they have a lot of questions in the bank. So whatever questions I got, you will not get it, right? So whatever questions you got, somebody will not get it. So it is very, very tough to clear the certifications. And you need a lot of patience to prepare. You need experience in the NeoLoad tool. Again, everything is free. You can just download the NeoLoad. You have to practice. Again, see the docs. You have to practice. So it will take more time to clear certifications. So even I cleared very border only. It's not I excelled in the certification. I cleared in the border, but yeah, I was able to manage because I had the training from my company. So they scheduled 5 days training. So it is very excellent training. They covered from basics to advanced. So that is why I was able to clear. But still, a lot of questions I flunked because there were questions like from the specifications. So I was not sure. So if you want to give a real certification instead of LoadRunner, I would say you can target a NeoLoad. It will give you a good experience in learning wise. Okay. So any questions on this topics, NeoLoad, LoadRunner, JMeter. So those who join new, please raise your hand so that I can admit to the stage, and then you can share your certification journey so that it will be helpful to everybody. Okay, fine. Okay, now let us talk about Gatling. So Gatling, I'm not sure how many of you guys are working. I have worked very briefly. So Gatling also has the certification program. Again, it is free. I think initially, I'm not sure whether it was, I think they have two versions. One is the free one, and then another version is you have to pay for it. Again, Gatling also it's coming up with very good training content. So it is free. You can just go to the Gatling Academy and then you can register and then you can watch the videos. And they have a good question bank again. We can easily clear, or if you watch the videos, if you just play around with the Gatling tool, you can easily clear the certification. And if you want to go with the advanced level, you need to pay, I think, 100 euros, I guess, 90 to 100 euros plus tax, I guess. So if you pay for that, then you can get the Gatling Pro certification. So Gatling basic version is free, but definitely even though if you're not attending any certification, you can just go through the content. They have created nice content by explaining all the concepts with videos. So you can just watch it. It is not available in YouTube and all. It is only there in Academy, Gatling Academy. So you can give a try for the Gatling. Okay. Next. So these are the testing related certifications, and the new certification program is Neocortex. So I'm not sure how many of you heard about this Neocortex tool. If you follow Lloyd Watts in LinkedIn, he's the CEO of Neocortex. So where you can run your distributed load testing using various tools from the ARM devices. So ARM devices means from mobile phone, tablets, and other small devices. So the load will be coming from the actual end user. So if you can select the geographical location where you want to simulate the load. So the load will be coming from the real device. So they also have the certification program. Again, it is free, and also they reward you. I think $100 reward if you complete some steps. So if you follow the instructions, you can ping me if you want more details. I can share you. So if you follow the instructions, the Neocortex will reward you $100. So it is not like you have to pay. So they will pay you $100 if you complete the certification on JMeter, Locust. I think they support a couple of tools, so you can check it out in the Neocortex. If you need more details, you can let me know. I can share you the details. So this is a very other way around. So instead of giving, we have to give to the team. They were awarding us. Okay, so those who join you, please raise your hand. I can admit to the stage so that you can share your certification journey. It will be helpful for everyone. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Sid, Rakesh, Eldad, anybody interested to share your certification journey? I'm admitting a few folks here. Hey Rakesh, thanks for joining.
Hi Navin, thanks for organizing this. And Navin, I don't have any certifications in performance, even though I've been working for a reasonable time. Is it necessary for performance team person to have certifications in tool use? Like, is it
No, actually, yeah, that's what when I started the discussion, right? I mentioned this actually.
Sorry,
so,
I was
yeah. Actually, what I mentioned is this discussion is not about whether you need it or want it. So it is just to give some knowledge around various certifications. Okay. We are not going to discuss around whether you mandatorily impose the certifications. So that's not the idea behind this discussion. So I'm just sharing the various options available in the industry.
Okay. And you mentioned about this Neocortex certification. I think recently, I didn't remember exactly, but they mentioned something like a crowd-related program or certification-related program. Is that what you're sharing, Navin?
Correct. Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Yes. So Neocortex will give you $100 if you complete the series of steps where they mentioned, and then if you submit the script and some proof, they will award you.
Okay. And they also mentioned about community performance testing or something like that. Like, if you are a performance tester, you can enroll with them and they allocate some work or something like that, right?
Correct. Correct. Some
Or
affiliation. Yes. Correct. Yes. Hi, Sid. Thanks for joining us.
Hey Navin,
Yeah.
thanks for running this session and thanks for admitting me.
Thank you.
And yeah, you always you explain everything and you ask any feedback, so we don't have chance to explain. Yeah, and yeah, would you? I think we have done it. I think you have gone through all the most of the important certificates in performance testing world. Would
Yes.
you, why don't you go through this Neocortex in elaborated way? So what and all steps we do.
Yes. Sure. Sure. Yeah.
And one
Yes.
tip, if Rakesh and if anybody going to the certification, so I have
Sid,
done
can't hear you, Sid.
yeah. How about now? Is it good?
Yes, thanks.
Yeah. So for everyone, so I would like to give a important tip. It's already discussed by Navin. Again, the tip which I followed for all the certification I have done, like CJP, IS2QB, LoadRunner, and somebody asked Aman, I guess, right? There is a performance certificate, center certification as well. They go with members to answer Aman. So what I follow is like I prefer the documentation. So when I'm doing the certification, I don't read the question. First, I read the answers. That is my tip. So there are some dummy answers you can eliminate easily. So if you end up with two or one answer, then go to the question and you will easily get through the success, even if you don't know the version. So some few answers, if they give 4 options, 1 or 2 options will be too deviating from the answers. So you can emulate such a way. So that tip I want to share for everyone. Yeah, I'm good, Navin.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Sid, actually, for the tip actually you shared. So that tip, whatever you shared, right, that eliminating the answers, that one will work only for very basic certifications. Okay.
Yeah, true.
If you want to attend like say CKAD or AWS, right, that will not work. So
I have not gone through that level, Navin, but I'm telling about the free certifications to helmet.
Yes. Yeah. Free certifications, yes. Yeah, you can easily clear. And for NeoLoad also, I followed that approach, but it didn't work because the answers are very similar. All the 4 answers are very similar for most of the questions, and it's very tough to eliminate the options.
Yeah,
and
that option will work in logical questions. If it's completely 100% technical, you cannot figure it out unless until you have thorough knowledge.
Correct. Sure. Okay, so for Neocortex, what you have to do is first you need to go to the Neocortex website and sign up. And once you sign up, you can there are some credits will be available in your account. So using those credits, you can run your test. To run your test, first you have to decide, okay, which tool you are going to attempt. So Locust, I think Gatling, JMeter. So these 3 are there, I guess, and I'm not sure about there are a couple more tools. So if you want to say going with JMeter, so you need to create a script. So whatever script you can create, some example.com or PetStore, whatever script you want to execute, just create one script, and then you need to upload. You have to just upload the script in the dashboard, and then you need to allocate from which region you are going to run the test. So they support multiple regions like AWS, like Asia, US, and the other regions available. And based on the availability of the load generators, you need to just select and enter some number. Then you need to start your test, and then you can get the results. So it will give you some graphical JMeter results, right? That's the output. And then you need to just share the results with the team. And then they manually go through your script, your execution, and your results. and then they will award the certification. So this is the whole process. So right now everything is manual. So you need to do it everything one step by step. So eventually, yeah, they will improve the system. So this is about JMeter. Again, same thing you have to follow with Gatling, Locust, and other tools. So whatever tool you want to appear, you can just select and go.
How about the last mile load test? I have seen those, right?
Yes. So last mile means what does that mean is, so it will come. The load will be coming from the multiple geographic location from the device. So I have Android mobile, right? So I registered with Neocortex, and whenever my mobile is plugged in the charger and idle, so at that time only it will create some virtual box, and then it will create some load from my mobile. So those mobile, again, they will reward based on the usage, and yeah, that's how the load will be generated to your application under test. So that is the last mile load testing. So it's basically it's a real users. So real device, real users, real location. Nothing is simulated. So we are not doing any IP spoofing. We are not doing any network virtualization. So it is the actual as it is.
For that also there is certification, right? So
yes. So whatever I explained, this is the one. So you get certified plus you get the reward. Okay, there is no question and answer. Actually, there is no Q&A format. So it's like a hands-on. So you just create script, upload, run, show. That's it.
yeah, thanks, Navin.
Okay. And the recently I cleared one certification called LoadView. So I'm not sure how many of you heard about this tool called LoadView. So this is from SolarWinds company. So this LoadView also they have a certification. Again, this certification is not easy to. This is a free certification, but it is not easy to clear because they have you have to enter some text for a few questions, and then you need to do certain things to get the certification. So if you are interested, you can check it out my latest blog post in my website qainsights.com. So where I have listed how you can do the LoadView certification. So you need to register for the LoadView, and then again they will give you $25 credit. So using that $25 credit, you need to play around in the LoadView, and then only you can attend the certification. So if you do directly to certification, then you may not be able to clear on the first attempt. So this is also a good opportunity to learn something new and also for free, and also you can get certified. The only thing very different, unique about this certification is if you cleared, you can get featured in the consultant portal. So they have a LoadView consultant portal, and if you cleared, you can propose your details so that they can feature you in their directory. And if someone is looking for a help, like a paid gig, then you can help them and then you can get some money. So this is somewhat unique when compared to other tools in the market. So you can check it out, LoadView. Again, the tool also it's very good. The UI is very intuitive. I have tried all the aspects, so it was good. It's a good experience to learn something new on your weekends. So you can check it out, LoadView, for more details. Again, they support JMeter. They support a lot of protocols, a lot of different variety of tests. Again, browser-based tests are there, Selenium-based tests are there. So I think they are continuously improving the stuff. So I'm not sure why it is not it's not being very commonly known about. Known among the community, but it's a good tool for your testing purpose. Okay, and also there is an Eggplant. I'm not sure how many of you heard about this Eggplant. So Eggplant also they have a certification, but right now I contacted the support. They said they are revamping the certification program for the performance testing, but for automation it is available right now. But performance, 6 months ago I contacted them about to know more about the certification. They told they are revamping. They will let me know once it is updated. So you can also keep an eye on the Eggplant certification. So again, Eggplant also I have tried in my local machine, again, they have also some kind of unique features they have. So it is also a good tool. So there are so many tools good in the market, but we are always sticking to the commonly used tools. So that thing has to change. So we need to have some diversity in terms of selecting the tools. Okay, so you can also check it out, Eggplant. So I also really like the how it runs, the features, mainly the correlation features. Also, it's a good one. I don't see it in other tools, but Eggplant has a good correlation features, like a smart correlation that they have. So you can check it out in your free time. So always we go with LoadRunner or NeoLoad or JMeter, those kind of tools, but there are a lot of tools in the market which are good, which may fit for in your need. Only thing is you need to just explore and do some POC. If you really like it, you can opt in.
Is Eggplant is open source one, Naveen, or?
No, it's commercial.
Sure.
It's commercial. Eggplant is commercial. They have a variety of offerings, not just performance. They have automation. They have other things as well.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, apart from the performance testing certifications, as a performance engineer, I recommend you guys to get certified, at least prepare for the cloud or APM observability tools. So in the repository also I have mentioned Dynatrace, Neuralink and other details. Again, most of the tools, most of the certifications are paid one, particularly Dynatrace. Again, it's very tough to clear. You need a lot of, you have to go through a lot of documentation. You need real hands-on experience. Otherwise, it's very tough to clear. But New Relic, it is free. But again, you need to go through the training materials. So it is not like since it is a free, you can just clear on the fly. No, it will not work like that. So you need to go through this training material. You need to step by step. You have to complete the challenges. Then the final exam also, it is a kind of moderately tough one, because it's not just choose the best answer. You need to select, you have to work on the UI, you need to just drag and drop, matching, true or false. So those things are there. So again, if you sit for Neuralink, I would suggest you to sit at one stretch. Do not give any break, because if you give a break, again, unless you work in Neuralink, it is very tough to clear. So if you are sitting for Neuralink, sit it at a stretch, complete one whole certification program. It's a lot of material, lot of training challenges you have to go through, but at least complete it in one stretch. So that's what I did, because they have different programs, different variety of certifications. You can register for Neuralink, and then you can just give a try. So it is also worth learning Neuralink. And Splunk also, they have free certifications. Splunk, again, I think based on the version, it will change. I think 6.7 I have cleared, but right now it's a new version. So again, you need to watch the videos clearly. Those videos and all, it's very highly informative. And again, you need to practice. It is not like selecting, I mean, that tips and it will not work. So you need to focus really on the question and answer. So you can easily clear this Splunk certification also. Again, this is also free. So any certifications I'm missing here, anybody can just pitch in. Neuralink, we have covered, Dynatrace, Splunk.
Yeah,
and
I've
Kubernetes.
done Splunk once.
Sorry?
I've done Splunk once. So Splunk fundamentals and Splunk infrastructure overview. So these two certificates are free. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, the training I like really Rakesh, that whatever the training they created, it's very high quality training.
High quality training, agree.
Yes, it's free actually. So do not miss it. Even though you are not working in Splunk, I suggest you to go through the training materials. And I forgot about one thing. Okay, PagerDuty. So PagerDuty also, I think yearly once they will give you the free vouchers. It's free actually. Again, the training quality is very high with the cool animations. It will take thousands of dollars to create those kind of training materials. So they are giving away for free actually. So if you get a chance to grab that, please grab it and give a certification. So even though you are not working on the say like a SRE or DevOps or on-call, even though you're not working on those things, I highly recommend to check it out, PagerDuty. So again, it is tough to clear. You need to go through. I went at least 3 times. 3 times I went through the training material before giving certification. So I was able to clear it, but it's very tough. So just watch out. Probably if I get any information, I will post it in my LinkedIn post. But I think they valued some $3,000 of training. So you can check it out once once you have the access. Very high quality, and everything is like a challenge. Basically, you have to do it on the screen. So it's very high quality one. So PagerDuty also you can check it out. I think I didn't add that in my repository.
Is
I
it a
will add it.
heavily used tool, Navin? PagerDuty, is it heavily used or is it only used by few companies? So
No,
how
it is
popular it is?
widely used actually.
It's widely
Widely
used.
used,
Okay.
yeah, widely used for on-call management, like incident escalation, the
Yeah.
process, right? So those things. Yeah, PagerDuty is again industry tool. If you see major enterprise, they will be using PagerDuty. But on the other hand, they have other competitors as well. Right? Splunk
Okay.
also has the same thing, and the other vendors also have their own internal tools.
Yeah,
But
everybody
I think
got email notification. I think this guy got a email as well as the mobile SMS or something like that. So
they have multiple stuffs actually.
okay.
Yeah, from your mobile, you can run the business. That's the one. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So from your mobile, you can easily navigate the handoffs between multiple teams, and you can easily get some holistic view what's going on in the environment. So those things. So it's like a chain of command, right? First level of notification I get. So if I'm not say I'm not approving it, I'm not accepting it, then it will go to the next level. So next level is also they are busy and they forgot to approve it. Again, it will go to next level. Like it will go one by one. So they have a lot of features built in.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, PagerDuty again certification. They have multiple certifications. Incident responder is there, and then they have another one. So those are free. Again, even though you are not feeling confident in taking the certification, at least watch the training videos. So it will be very helpful. So they also take with a lot of content from Hollywood movies also. So I think they took some example from I forgot the movie. So the actual Hollywood movie they take, okay, then they just correlated with the PagerDuty features. So they'll try to explain the situation in the movie, how they handled it. Okay, I think 20, 30 years old movie and how it fits now in the digital world. So they correlate those things with multiple examples. So it's very good quality training.
Is all certification free, Naveen?
Sorry, Sid. Sorry, you were not audible.
Is it all the certifications are free, or you said fundamental?
No, no, it's not free actually. They will give you only yearly once. They give away for free.
Okay.
Yeah, yearly once. I think I'm not sure when. I think this time around I got the certification last year.
Which
So
certification you took?
PagerDuty certification.
In that you said 2 or 3 there, right? So
Yes.
okay. Fundamentals you took or any?
No, not fundamentals. There is a certification for incident responder.
Okay.
And another one I forgot actually. I will update my repository with the details. You can check it out. Okay. So any questions, guys? Okay. So I think most of us would have cleared ISTQB, right? ISTQB.
Yeah.
So anybody cleared ISTQB here? Okay.
That is mandatory for all companies, right? As anybody into the
It
question.
used to be previously, if you want to call yourself as a tester, if you want to get that approval by the HR, you need to have that certificate. I think it's not anymore. Not sure. Is it the same again? Or?
I also not sure. Probably somebody can throw a light on that.
I remember like I have cleared in 2009. That in Tech Mahindra Satyam. And after that, I never come across that certification.
Yeah, same for me also. I think more than 10 years ago, I took the certification in Coimbatore. After that, yeah, I don't know. Actually, they also have the performance testing certifications. I'm not sure how many of you know. Not just the manual process, I mean the manual software quality process. They also have the performance testing as well. Again, I think they have two flavors. So again, if you want to go with the theory part of performance testing, then ISTQB is the answer. I'm not sure about the price. I think it should be around 3,000 rupees, right, Sid, Rakesh? I'm not sure. Around,
No,
okay, it should be, yeah, less than 4,000 rupees, I guess. You need to go to the proctor, but because of the pandemic, I'm not sure whether it's a proctored or not. So you have to check it out on the ISTQB website. So apart from these performance testing and the APM observability thing, again, I recommend everyone to consider the cloud related certifications and also the containers, Linux. So if you take a cloud, again, AWS, sometimes they give you free certifications. So how do you get the free certification is by attending the training program. So if you go to AWS website, the certification website, if you register, give your email ID, wherever it is asking you, right, that's subscribe, just to give your email ID. And every now and then they give you away some certifications for free. And if you attend these conferences, webinars, they give you free credits. Okay, believe me or not, I have around $500 as a free credits in AWS. Really. So it is a free money for to play around with AWS. Okay. So I'm also
so
for
what
those
you
who joined.
do?
Yes,
What you do,
Rakesh.
Naveen? Like you attend all the conferences, or
Yes, conferences, webinars, yeah, meetups. They always give you freebies. And those who joined late, so I'm also giving a freebie because I recently get into AWS Community Builder. So starting from next couple of sessions, I'm going to give away $25 AWS credits, first come first basis. So I will share more details in the LinkedIn post. Okay. So they give you a lot of freebies, certifications, if you attend the programs. So sign up wherever you see, right? Just sign up, you get the details. Similarly for Microsoft Azure. So Azure also, they give you again free certification vouchers. Since pandemic, right, they are giving out of a lot of free certifications. I think Azure fundamentals it's free. Most of the time it's free only. Otherwise you have to pay $100. And they also have the multiple options for other certifications as well. So only thing is again you have to register. If you just Google, right, Azure free certification, you get the details. And again, attend the Microsoft conferences, Azure's conferences. They will give you free certification options. I'm not sure about the Azure credits, but yeah, I have seen a lot of free certification options and free training also. So you can just look out. And Google also. So once what I got to know is Google and Dynatrace, they tied up some partnership, and then they gave away $300 Google credits. I'm not sure whether it's still active or not, but if you, yeah, you have to Google it. But yeah, Google and Dynatrace, there's some option to get some free credits. And also they give away Quick Labs. So Quick Labs is it's a platform where you can try your spin up the cloud instances and then you can just play around. So sometimes they also give away free Quick Labs credits where you can spin up your own instance and you can just play around with the multiple cloud providers. So all you need is you need to just go to their website, register for webinars, sessions, presentations, blog articles, right? So just to subscribe. So I created one email ID for these things. Okay. So I just to subscribe using the email ID and then so that I will get always emails about these things only. Okay. So if something comes up, yeah, definitely I'll be posting in my LinkedIn post. But you have to act very quickly. Otherwise it will go away. So you have to be very agile in that. Okay. And again, Linux Foundation. So Linux Foundation also, they also give you a lot of free credits, heavy discounts for the certifications like CKA, CKAD, CKF, and other certifications, right? So mainly this time around, using during Black Friday holiday season, minimum they give you 50% off. Otherwise, you have to pay full money. So I would suggest do not pay anything full if you are trying to give away some heavy high priced certification. Like $300 and all, it's a lot of money, right? So just to wait for the right moment. If you subscribe to the newsletter, you always get some vouchers, and also Code Cloud. So Code Cloud, they also give you 50% off for these certifications. So only thing is you need to just subscribe to their newsletter. You will get the information. You can bundle up. Actually, they give you some heavy discounts. If you bundle up some training program plus certification, again you will get a lot of discount. So always, anyway, I will start posting these things because yeah, nowadays I know how to get these things around. So I will post the details in my LinkedIn. Okay. So any questions on these things?
Yeah, Naveen. So Naveen, like in AWS and Azure and everything, there are a lot of certification, cloud practitioners, fundamentals, and this and that. So
correct.
What are the certification do you think which will be added advantage as a performance engineer or SRE?
As a performance engineer, if you ask me, if you're taking say AWS, so I would suggest do not go with the AWS cloud practitioner, because I mean it is good, but I don't see it is right fit for us. Okay, because AWS cloud practitioner, it deals about only talks about the basic things and what it is and which service is for what. If you are a salesperson or if you are a very non-technical manager, then you can go with the cloud practitioner. But as a performance engineer, we usually work in the technical side. So I would suggest at least to go with the associate architect or a professional architect or a DevOps. So choose these streamlines. If you're interested in data line, you can choose the data science stuff. So, but these three are my picks: DevOps, associate architect, or professional architect. Okay, but again, these three are needs very dedicated focus if you are to start preparing it. So you have to focus only on these things at least for a month with a lot of hands-on. Otherwise, it is tough to clear.
Yeah, thanks, Naveen.
Yeah, you have to keep practicing. That's why they give a lot of credits, right? The AWS credits. So you have to keep practicing a lot of components, because you do not know what is the topic you will get in the exam. So you have to learn everything. Actually, for associate, I prepared for professional level. So that's the approach I followed, because at that time you have to complete the associate, then attend the professional. But now things have changed. You can directly go with professional. So what I did, I prepared for professional so that I was easily able to clear the associate. So yeah. I followed that route. Yeah. So it is up to you how you want to follow, but it needs dedicated at least 5 weeks of training, focusing 4 hours daily at least on those topics. Again, documentation is must. A lot of documentation is required. Reading. I used flashcards. A lot of flashcards are there. So I used flashcards. I think 1,000 plus flashcards I used. Whenever I'm free, right, I just see this flashcards. Just like preparing for a TOEFL or GRE.
True. That will work.
But yeah, Azure again.
Did you follow any course, Naveen? Sorry to interrupt, Naveen. For AWS, did you follow any course, or you just followed the content what they published? I'm trying to get my AWS certificate done, but I'm starting and dropping in the middle, so not following any particular course. So I thought I would ask.
I followed Linux Academy course, but right now it's merged with Cloud Guru, right? Again, Cloud Guru merged with Pluralsight. So what you can do is, right now it's a good time to purchase the subscription, because anytime soon the Halloween or Thanksgiving, right, comes up, 50% discount will be there. So it's a good time to purchase the subscription, and then you can start watching the videos.
Hey Naveen, Sagar here.
Hi Sagar, hi, how are you?
Hey, hi. I'm good, sir. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you, Sagar. Thanks for joining us.
So Naveen, Yeah. So I have a question, right? Since we have Azure, we have AWS, we have Google. So which one area should we start first? Like which was like I'll say in high demand because we cannot go everywhere at the same time, right? So we
Correct.
have to start from
Correct.
somewhere.
Yes. So a couple of things you need to look up here. One is what is the cloud infrastructure your client or your project is using. Okay, and which cloud you like and which you want to pursue. See, in my case, right, my previous client, they heavily on AWS, but once I quit and I joined another company, they are heavily on Azure. So one day I was wearing AWS sticker in my bag, and then someone told you, okay, you should not supposed to put it here. We are using Azure. So this is the way people see, right? So you need to choose wisely. So what is your interest and what is which client you are going to work for a long time. So based on that, you can
Mm.
choose your certification.
So thanks, Naveen. One more question, Naveen. So like we are doing a certification. I'm talking about AWS right now.
Mm-hmm.
So if we have to do some kind of hands-on or something, so they give us any test accounts to do a hands-on or something like that, or it will be just a theory.
No, AWS, you get free credits for 1 year, and also a lot of credits will be given if you attend their webinars and presentations. So that credits will be very helpful to practice on your own.
So
Okay.
you are saying.
And Azure also they give $200 credit if you
So you
sign up.
are saying we can use those credits for the hands-on.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
And there are, if you see like a Cloud Guru, right? So Cloud Guru, they have a feature where you can spin up your own machine for learning purpose, and then you can just delete once it is done. So it is included in your subscription. So that is the good thing with Cloud Guru. So I'm not sure how many of you has a Cloud Guru. Yeah, I got it last Black Friday with 50% discount. Grandfather plan. So whenever I need to do something like say Kubernetes or some Argo, right? I just go to their platform and just a spinner. I think it's generous. You can spin up a heavy machine for free for 30 days since it is active. If you are keeping it active, you can use it daily. If it is not active, they will delete it. So it's a good plan you can purchase.
How much?
I think I got it for Black Friday, $150 or $200, I guess, per year. Yeah, you can watch out because they have a lot of merged, right? Linux Academy merged with Cloud Guru. Again, Pluralsight bought Cloud Guru. So I'm not sure about this year's pricing, but yes, every now and then they throw 50% off in the annual plan. Okay, I'm just admitting few folks here. Let us wait for them. Hi, Sean. Thanks for joining.
Hi, Naveen. Hi. My doubt is not regarding with this certification thing. I have another thing to ask with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like regarding the coding languages like Java or Python, like do we need that for performance system? Like do we need to know the basics or anything?
Of course, yes, it's a must, right? Because right now,
Okay, like
yeah, we need to know the language, at least one language. Otherwise, it is very tough to survive in the performance engineering industry.
okay.
So
Like
whatever language you
do
feel, right? Like you can start something very simple, C
mm,
or Python, right? You can start, or if you are interested in Java, you can start. Any one is fine. No need to know multiple languages.
okay. Any specific things like these are the amount like not a develop. What will I say? A tester should know only this much. Like that. Do we have anything like anything you can
I
suggest me
I
to start?
I cannot set the bar, right? Because
Mm,
every day things are changing. Landscape is changing every day. We suddenly go Rust, Python, right? So everything is there. So you have to keep on
mm,
learning all that way.
okay. Mm.
See, I am not expert in any language, so I can script something, right? I can write some code, bad code.
Okay. I mean, I just started the career in performance testing. Like it's been 1.5 years. So far, I'm
Okay.
using NeoLoad, and like for the last 3 months, I started using JMeter. In NeoLoad,
Okay.
so far for the past 2 years, I didn't face any like we need this code or any code snippet. Everything we can manage on the tool itself. Whereas in JMeter, I think in some places we need the help of code.
Yes, for JMeter you can learn Groovy, Java, right? Yeah, you can learn either of one of these tools.
Okay.
Okay. So any questions, guys, with respect to certification? Otherwise, we can wind it up. So whatever things I know, the tips and tricks, everything I have shared. I hope it is helpful for everybody. So if anything is missed out, please let me know. Or any topics you want to touch, you can discuss.
Naveen, I would like to. Sorry.
Yes, Ajay, please go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. I would like to add up one more certification, which is 30 days of Postman, which I saw from your profile and start doing that. So it's really fun and interesting. So I and what to say? Yeah, it's really interesting and quality is good, and it also increased my productivity from what I'm doing so far, and I learned many new things from that. So I would like to mention that here. It's
Yes,
completely
yes.
free and we can, yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Ajay, for actually, I will add these also in my repository. Yeah, 30 days
Yeah.
of Postman. Yeah, it is very, again, good learning experience. Even though I worked in Postman, I did not know a couple of tips and tricks, right? Productivity hacks. So if you want to go ahead with the certification, it is very easy. You have to just follow the challenge. It's very clear, concise. You can clear it at least. For me, it took around 2 to 3 days. Yeah, if you are interested in clearing in one shot, yes, you can do that. You have to follow 30 challenges, and 30th challenge will be manually verified by the team. But rest remaining 29 challenges are the automated way. So basically, they will give you one challenge. They will focus on one particular feature in Postman, and then you need to just follow the instructions. Then, if you just run a test, it will run the unit test as well in the background, and then it will give you the whether the challenge has been passed or failed. So everything is automated till last step. Yeah, 30th step, 30th challenge would be manual verification. Yeah, you can easily clear. So they have touched all the features of Postman, which would be very helpful if you're working in Postman in your projects. Also, they have for students also they have some other challenge, but yeah, unfortunately we cannot take those student challenge. But this one, 30 days Postman, it is open for everyone, so you can also check it out. Thanks, Ajay, for bringing that up.
Yeah, thanks.
And App Dynamics. So I'm not sure App Dynamics. We didn't talk about App Dynamics. So App Dynamics certification cost is very expensive than other tools, other solutions. $400, so you have to pay for 2 years validity. Again, they have two things. So one is professional level and analyst level. So again, I have not worked with App Dynamics, but sometimes a couple of years ago, I don't know, last year, I think they gave away for free. Certification was free. I think yearly once they throw one time, I guess, for free. So you have to just again watch the App Dynamics space. So that also you can give a shot.
And one more thing, Navin. So if you people are any, like APM tools in your projects, just ask for them. They will give you the free certification, which
Okay.
provided to me for the free certification. Which
Okay.
I didn't know that unless until the people like you suggested me. We just asked them. So they
Yes, some
projects,
correct.
right? Yeah.
Correct. Actually, yes. Even I remember I got one incident like this. Octoperf, right? So Octoperf, they were charging some fee. I'm not sure how much, $100, I guess. Then I mentioned, okay, it is very expensive for Asian folks like India, right? Like a country, most of the testers are there. And then they drastically reduced. And then I just asked them, I think for free, I think they gave one voucher for me. So again, if you contact the support, yeah, they will be generous. Sometimes, yeah, they have to give some numbers, right? Show some numbers. So they give away the voucher for free. So you can try your luck by contacting the support. So that also sometimes works. So Octoperf. So you can check it out, Octoperf. And what else we have? Octoperf I covered. Gatling, Neotis, LoadRunner. Okay, IBM also has. I'm not sure how many of you IBM Rational certified. So they also have the certification program. So I attended when I was working with Infosys. They conducted the corporate training. So they gave away the voucher for free. So at the time I got the certification cleared, but right now I don't know if it is there or not. It's not active from past couple of years. But if you're interested, if you're working in Rational Performance Tester, you can check it out the IBM website. Sagar, any chance you attended the training when you were with Infosys, or you are still with Infosys? I don't know.
I left Infosys some 3 years back.
Oh, okay, cool.
So now I'm in
You're in
Mindtree.
Australia,
But no, I'm in Canada right now.
Canada, okay. Cool.
So yeah, so in my case scenario, like I'm working for Delta Airlines. So in our scenario, they are using like AWS and all this stuff, right? So and they are like kind of growing in that area. They're migrating all the on-premise to AWS. So that is the reason I said let me focus on those certifications.
Okay, cool. Sure. Thank you, everyone. I think that's it I have. So this week's sponsor is redline13.com. So please check it out, Redline13, if you want to run the high-load scalable test using JMeter. And you can check it out my conference presentation in the loadtestworld.com. So that's it, today's topic. So if you have any questions, please let me know on the LinkedIn chat, or you can ping me here in Clubhouse. I can happy to help you. So next week, again, we'll come up with some topic and then we can discuss. And thanks for joining. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, Naveen, for arranging this. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thanks all.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, man. Thank you all.
Bye.